Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today is basically a beautiful time like this. We are going to be doing a between the two flames that I'm going to talk about. It's very interesting with these ways of knowing about the divine woman and divine man. Okay, now rest assured you that things are not what they quite seem to be. Okay, um, everything can be haywire, which means out of control. Even if you leave something behind at a friend's house and you say, "Ah, great, I forgot something," and it does happen to all of you. Okay, sometimes it happens to me, but in a way like this, it's funny where you 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 just like, let's say for example you come in and you get groceries and all of a sudden you left the grocery store and then you forgot something on your list, and then you think, oh great, I forgot about pick up this. Well, that's what happens in this way of this this kind of this not common story, but between there. Okay, um and this is why it's going to be so. Everything seems to be perfect, and sometimes it's not perfect. But you know what? This is going to be good, and I know it is. So today we are going to be talking about the divine woman and divine man. Basically, this is between a fire sign and an air sign. There's two. So basically, there's going to be one and two in this way, and I hope that everything seems to be okay with this. So hopefully everything seems to be good, and hopefully you will understand this. Now, before I let you understand, before you see the camera on the table, and then you will see me read. This is how it's going to be, okay? And this is why it kind of happens, okay? So you have to understand that there is a possibility of knowing about this, and I know that this seems to be hilarious at the same time. But you know what? We are all going through this. Sometimes we forget stuff, and I know it happens. Okay, so it happens to young people, and it happens to seniors, and it happens to everybody. But it happens between these two signs. Okay, so without further ado, I'll bring it down for you, and I hope that everything seems to be okay and dandy for you, and I hope that this will be a good video. So here we go. Right, so it says divine woman and divine man. Between these two verses, we have the two of clubs, and we have the 10 of spades. I'll do the two of clubs first, and then do the 10 of spades. Two of clubs says two of clubs is basically, it says malicious gossip. Okay, whoever's doing gossip, this needs to be stopped right away. So, and if you're an Aries, numerology for number 9 is for you. On the other side, divine man of the 10 of spades shows up and says bad news. Okay, and this is between Aries sign is Gemini is number 9 as well. So, in this little further ado, it says 9 times 2 is 18. Numerology is some 18-year-old who thought everything gone right, but the way you keep things together, and all of a sudden you misplace it. You leave it somewhere. This scenario is called sleeping over at a friend's house and forgot your cell phone. When things begin being misplaced, all I'm gonna say, sorry sweetheart, you leave your cell phone at my place. Come and retrieve it. So in that circumstances, that this is a good start. Okay, when you leave stuff behind in a hurry, okay, sometimes it happens. Okay, we all go through it. Even if you leave something that you leave it behind, and then your mind is saying, you forgot this, and then your brain, and then in your own mind, it's saying, great, I forgot this. So it happens to all of us. Okay, it happens. Even if you forget stuff at a grocery store, even if you leave some kind of transit pass that you forgot at home, even if you leave your cell phone behind, that it's supposed to be with you at all times. If you leave it at a friend's house, then immediately you have to phone them and say, can I get my phone back? Or can I retrieve it? Retrieve it is like, for example, okay, everyone loves dogs, right? You go, you go with your dog, and you say to your dog, let's fetch a stick. So you throw a stick into the lake. The dog will go for it and retrieve it back to you. So that means that this is like almost like that, only different. You leave. So when you go to a friend's house, you hang out, you chit chat, you have a sleepover, whatever. Then all of a sudden, when you leave, all of a sudden you're in a hurry, and then all of a sudden you think, well, I forgot. And then you think, oh no, I forgot my cell phone. Okay, this is a reminder to all my viewers out there. Keep your things with you. Keep your valuables with you. Okay. Now, not only that, about what is happening, is that there's going to be more to this. There's going to be more to this picture between the 2 clubs and the 10 spades. Okay, there is more to that. And I know that this is kind of like a shock to you all. But you know what? This is how it's going to be. It's going to resonate to you all, and I hope it will. So, in the meantime, while we have more stuff that's going on here, give me 1 second here. That's how it's going to be. So, we have the 10 spades on side, we have 2 clubs on the 2 clubs on my left side, and 10 spades on my right side. So, as a further ado, we're going to look at these 2 and think, okay, well, there's something going on. Divine woman and divine man. Okay? So, divine woman is malicious gossip. Divine man is having bad news. Okay? Because bad news is saying to the woman, saying, you forgot your cell phone, dear, or madam, or sweetheart, whatever it is. Okay? So, anyway, it's funny that I'm saying that. But this is how it's going to be. Now, let's see what's the issue is. Like, what's what it is, okay? Let's look at that. We're going to use these as what's going to happen with this. Alright. So tell me something in this divine woman and divine man between Gemini and Aries, okay, about this, to leave your cell phone at a friend's house. Tell me something. Notice the little things. So we're going to figure that one out. We're only going to do 1 because we're not going to have 2, but we're going to have 1 for a start. So I'm going to read you that. So let's see. Ladybug, it says, notice the little things. Have you ever noticed how small I am, yet how much attention I can attract when I land somewhere nearby? My colors and my unusual dot markings do attract the eye in spite of my size. It is important to notice little things around you, like how the veins in a leaf look like tiny rivers, the way a spider meanders along as if she knows exactly where she is going, or the scent of flowers on a spring day. Many people today are in such a hurry that they forget to look, really see all the little things that are so close. Our world is full of such amazing detail, and you have the advantage of being smaller than adults. So you're more likely to see them. You just have to look. Even look a little closer at the people in your life. Get to know them a little better by noticing the different expressions on their faces. The way they move when they walk, or any other small things about the person that you may not have noticed before. Activity says, take a nature walk and go slowly, observing the details of your surroundings. Notice details that you like about your friends and family members. Compliment them on these. It's often the little things you do for others that mean a lot, such as saying thank you with a smile whenever you have the opportunity to do so. So basically the point is that, when I say something that having the retriever, retrieve, and, you're saying thank you for about my cell phone, like thank you for retrieving it for me, or give it back to me. And that's a polite suggestion, okay? Now the thing is that this is not over yet. There is more to this. There is more, okay? So that's basically the first half. There are a few more. And I'm trying to do this. Let's see. There are let's see. I'm going to do the spiritual messages. The spirit messages. This is a new one too, but I'm going to open that. So basically, there's a lot of information, but we're going to look at part 2. So we're going to see it. We're going to see what's happening in this. Not this story, but almost like this story. Show me something that represents the ladybug between divine woman and divine man, between Gemini and Aries. Air sign and fire sign. So we're going to see here we go. A child's is love. So we're going to look at that. I'm going to read that. So we're going to we're going to read a little bit more to see what's happening in this picture as well. So it's kind of cool. And let's see. Number 2. A child's is love. So basically, it's the long conversation, but I'm not going to read the whole entire thing. But it says this card signifies that a child is love to reaching out to you from the spirit world. Love is everlasting. They want you to know they are safe, whole, beautiful, and free of any pain. The love you share can never be broken, and when you think of them, they are with you no matter what. They know you miss them. When you see that special rainbow, the butterfly that suddenly appears, the dream of them. The shiny pennies you keep finding, the feather that floats in front of you, the music they so enjoyed. Know that these are just signs in their way of saying, I love you, I'm right here, I'm okay, please don't be sad. This card also indicates that it may be time to look at the world through a child's eyes. Enjoy every day, play, have fun, and be compassionate, loving toward others. The child or children here in the spirit world need to know that you will be strong for them, and that you will take care of yourself. Love the people around you, and when you do, they will feel and share in that love because they are and always will be connected to you. So basically the point being is that you have to look at them in that way, okay? It's like when you like, I'm not going to talk about phones here because it won't make any sense. But if you are like, let's say you don't have, like, let's say you missed your phone for more than 10 days, you forgot about it at a friend's place, and let's say your friend's place and your friends were going to vacation and doors are locked, whatever. Then you gotta consider, say, I knew it, I forgot my phone, or I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Well, you have to think outside the box, okay? First off, you're going to get worried. You're going to be worried and have all these other emotions going on. But the truth is, when you have your phone back, you will do amazing things with it. But the point being is that when you leave something behind, you have to wait until your friend gets back with you. That's why it says, that's why I keep saying this, notice the little things. Okay, notice the little things. It will help you. It will guide you. Okay, that's what you have to do. Notice the little things. And notice about this. Notice about this. Okay? When you're noticing about this, a child is love. You're going to recognize it. You have to recognize that from the other side as well. So that's why you have a bit of communication here. Okay? Now, we are trying to figure this out in an amazing way, and I hope that this will resonate to you all. Now, there is one more thing that I'm going to say to you. Like, well, I'm not putting all the cards away now, but this is how I'm going to tell you. Okay? When I keep saying this to my viewers who are out there, this seems to be that this is going to be good, but things will change, and I know that this will be. But the point being is that what I'm trying to say is that you have this, and this against each other, to each other. So when I look at this, you think, okay, well, all right. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to do one more. And this is another new one that you haven't seen. The Oracle 7 Energies. This is a nice one too. So I'm going to open this very carefully. I'm going to read you what's behind this. So let's see. Okay. And let's see. Right? So this is it. So tell me something between the air sign and fire sign, Aries and Gemini. About this scenario. And I'll read you the book with this. One more. The spirit of gratitude. That's a nice one too. Right, we're going to look at that. Alright, so this is how it's going to be. Let me read. So, let's see. The spirit of gratitude. So there is more to this, but there's a lot. But let's read, shall we? In prayer, we connect directly to our higher power. It is a way for us to be in communion with the divine. A reminder that our lives are a sacred conversation we are continuously engaged in. Prayer lets us know we are not alone. A power greater than us acts on our behalf and is activated through us. Suffusing our hearts and minds with a faith that is light, affirming, loving, and compassionate. When we pray, we acknowledge that we are only part of the equation of life, that a spiritual aspect is always in operation. We engage in humility, knowing we are in a co-creative partnership and have so much to be grateful for. Expressing gratitude and asking to be of service is the most powerful, prospering prayer of all. When you focus your attention on appreciation for even the smallest aspects of your life and what you have already experienced, it is like waving a magic wand. Everything you need comes to you without effort. Obstacles fall away, and your purpose becomes ever clearer. The kind of prayer that will prosper you and others today is one of deep, abiding gratitude. You become a magnet for miracles when you are grateful and ask to be a channel for divine purpose. Divine abundance, love, and compassion. The power source is within you. Now is the time to awaken it. Yeah, so basically the point being is that you need you need to going to do prayer, like pray as much as you can, and then you will have a receive that you will get your phone back. Okay, that's how it's gonna be. All right. I know that this is like, if my viewers were asking me a question saying, why you're talking about phones and a friend's place and blah blah blah. The question that you're asking, like about phones and stuff, we're all communicating together. But when you misplaced your phone or you left your phone at someone's house, and let's say for example they were on vacation, you gotta wait. Waiting is like you're being patient. You wait, and then you go ahead. But when you're being impatient and you're in a hurry and you misplace something, it happens. Okay? Because it happens when you leave things behind that are gone with you. Keep things with you at all times. Okay? That's how this is a good scenario, because you know what, you have to listen to everything I'm going to say. It doesn't matter that we can do stuff without phones, and we can do internet and all that. But the thing is that when you misplace something, you got to learn a very, very good lesson here. Don't leave things behind, because that can become, because when you leave things behind, your emotions will switch into negative, and negative can just attack you, and it's gonna be keep going and going and going and going and going, like a repeat. Okay, like a song keeps repeating in your brain for a very, very long time. It doesn't get out, right? And it happens, right? If it happens to you, it happens to me. But anyway, the point being is that you need to understand that this has to be a lesson, and it has to be a lesson to all of you, because it's very, very tragic about losing your phone, and you're going to get all worried. Don't worry about it, because you just have to look at the good things that you're going to do. Maybe you can just, like, if you have contacts there on your computer or your tablet or whatever, then go ahead. But your phone, yeah, that's different. That's a different story, a different side story. But you know what I mean. So that's why this seems to be that leaving something behind at a friend's house. Don't do it all the time, because your friend will think, not this again, not this again, not this again. It will annoy the heck out of them. It will. And, that's how this is like a hello scenario. So, you know what, just remember that, between the air sign and the fire sign, this is like basically a bad scenario between the two of them, because they're trying to do their best, but it's tough. It's tough luck. It's tough love, and it's very, very very extraordinary. But this is like seems to be very, very essential that you need your phone at all times, because that's why it can just by you in the arse and saying, I knew it, if you got something. So just remember, because that's why this is a good story, and this is a good way, and I hope that you will enjoy it. And thank you very much, and have a good day to you all. Bye.